this is this is not something I would normally do. I just wanted to. This is something like I've been wanting to do for a while. I wanted to explain what it's like being the backup. So I don't talk a lot about school things on my social media for a few reasons. One, I don't find much of it to be very interesting, and it's not quite that much of anything. But I do want to talk about this because I think this is something that a fair amount of people can relate to. But the people who can relate to it are not the people who would typically talk about it. So, so this is basically it. It's gonna be, it's. I don't know. I'm just doing this. Okay. So this is me. Hi, this is me. Hi. I'm the one with the glasses. So, I don't really speak to many people. You know, everybody has their little groups and have their little stuff. And I consider myself a pretty evenly introverted and extroverted person. Like, I can have a conversation with somebody. It would take some energy, but I mean, I can have a conversation. And when I know somebody, I think I have a lot of energy. And I think people are, like, mistaken by, like, my beginning where I'm like kind of like the quiet one and I'm like not talking and I'm just there. My presence is just lurking. So I mean, I can't blame people because I don't openly go to talk to people, and if I do, it's just one of those days that I have like an extra amount of energy and I feel like just going for it. But what that means is so everybody has their people. I know a few people within those groups of people, but because they have their own groups of people that they're closer to and stuff like that, and who they know more than they know me because they know them first, because they approached them first, and that's how they got to know each other, and I was in the corner while they were all meeting each other, or I wasn't even there yet, so I'm the backup. So whenever none of their friends are there, that's when it's my time to shine. That's when I'm the option to speak to and to hang out with. And it kind of seems like I'm overreacting, but this is the case with like a lot of the people I know. I don't think any of them, very few, if any, will like purposely choose to speak to me if there's other people they know. Like, I know them and I know them, but if I'm in the room with them, they wouldn't openly choose to speak to me first, and that's fine. I get it because they know other people more, and I'm there if none of the other people are there. Like, if they're not here, then maybe they would talk to me. So I think one of the things that holds me back a lot is that when these people do approach me and they think that I'm like that one in the corner that's really quiet, that's just kind of like my surface. I think when somebody gets to know me, I am very, 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 very extroverted in that sense, when I'm comfortable around the people I'm with. And that kind of scares me because I think if I'm my pure self, people think I'm annoying because I'm not who they expected. They expected me to be the quiet one, not to be the silly one with the dumb jokes that's always cracking up way too much and all that. So that kind of just leads me to just be there. I'm just there. I'm there if anybody has nobody else there to speak to them instead, or if they do have people to speak to instead, then I'll just go to them and I'll watch and I lurk. And I'm just there. And that's fine. I get it. I understand. That's just how it is. If I don't go to speak to people first before they meet other friends, then they're going to be friends with other people. And I did approach them first. And I won't be there because I don't know them at all. And why would they accept me? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. This is really random, but I wanted to do it because it's something I've wanted to talk about for a while, because everybody's just like, why don't you talk to more people? Or aren't you friends with that person? But it's always, I think, this case. Except for like a choice few people. I'm not necessarily sad about it. It's kind of just the way it is. But I am sure a lot of people can relate to this. And that's why I put it out there, because you're not alone. There's more of us like this, but we would never approach each other because we're all the people who would not approach each other. So, yeah, that's basically it. There's no like positive note to this. That's kind of just it. It is what it is. So